Alright, my channel has sat dormant for a little bit of time now. It's honestly not that long, but I felt the need to make this video because I kind of made a big deal out of stuff for no reason. Almost 2 weeks ago, I released a video called Something Big Is Coming, and yeah, it was a bit too cryptic, too hype building, I guess you could say. I even went all out with the end cards, having, you know, the end cards being Making a Game in Unity Part 1 and the Bitwing. And so, as you can probably tell, I was trying out the devlog type of video. For those of you who don't know, a devlog is a video where basically you take the viewer through making a game. I thought, yeah, I'll finish a devlog video, see how it goes, and possibly make more, but also possibly just return to normal videos. But despite this, I did get halfway through making a video, and I thought it was turning out really, really well. I don't know, I came to the realization that I really like the Minecraft community. I want to continue making Minecraft videos, because that's what I enjoy, and that's the community I'm part of, it feels like. So, yeah, but anyway, here is half the video that I ended up making. For as long as I can remember, including right now, I've wanted to make a game. Create something that people can play and that I can call my own. As a result, I've had a long history with good old Unity. I still have a folder on my external hard drive with 92 projects that I've started and have not finished, all built up over the course of around 3 years. So I think it's about time I finished something, and I thought I'd take you along with me on this ride. Alright, first I need an idea for the game. I need something simple, as something too ambitious will probably take a little bit too long, and it'll end up like the other 92 projects I've started. So I am going to warn you that this will be no masterpiece. It's not going to win any awards, not going to have endless content, not going to have endless replayability. It won't be at the top of anyone's games list, it's just going to be a simple little game with a fun little concept that'll give me a foundation for skills I need to make something better. Alright, with that out of the way, it's time to brainstorm. I got out my trusty little notepad book thing, which is the perfect size for surface level ideas, which is exactly what I need right now. I'll dedicate each idea to a page, and without further ado, it's time to come up with some ideas. Alright, now I have 4 ideas for potential games that, to be honest, I did make a little more ambitious than originally intended, but I think they won't be too difficult to make. They're all going to be 2D games most likely, as that is what I'm knowledgeable in. It's also easier. Alright, let's get into the ideas. My first idea was some sort of tree growing simulator. The idea is that you control the direction that your tree grows in to try and maximize sunlight. I realised that this would be difficult to make and probably wouldn't even be that enjoyable to play. Next idea. This game is a bit of a combination of the classic Smurfs Village and Factorio. Growing up, me and my friends played a lot of Smurfs Village, so I've developed a massive appreciation for those games. This one would involve creating buildings designed for gathering and processing materials. It would be fairly simple, with the buildings pre-designed and the processes simple, but could be an enjoyable game nonetheless. Definitely going to consider this one. Idea 3 is a game where you create a farm. This farm only has crops, however, and each crop has different growth speeds and can only be harvested on certain days. I took inspiration from the Minecraft mod Terra Firma Craft, which is one of my favourite mods for the game to this date. It features a similar sort of idea with a number of different crops getting harvested in different seasons. Now, I'm not 100% sure how well this would work, as it could be a slight bit boring, but definitely one to consider. The fourth and final idea features an exploration game. This would have very basic combat system, maybe one where you can use only projectiles or something like that. The concept is that the further you go out, the harder the enemies and dungeons, but the better the loot. The dungeons would probably be randomly generated, in a similar style to a roguelike game. This would have either infinite world generation or at least a very big world. Alright, so now I have 3 really good ideas that could be potential relatively simple games, and one rubbish one that just got me thinking a little. Now I'm tasked with the difficult task of picking one game idea that I like the best. This is really hard because every time I think of one of the options, I think for sure, yeah, let's do that one. Then I think about another and get my heart set on the other one. Except for the tree growing one, that one sucks. I think what I'd like to do is try and come up with a small demo or prototype of each game, in an attempt to weed out the designs that wouldn't work or would be way too much effort, and also see which ones play better in practice. I think this would work best if I only spend 1 hour on each prototype, otherwise I'd be trying to make 3 games. Alright, time to actually start making something. I got to work on creating a small hub type of thing. This will allow me to easily navigate to each game and contain them all in the same project just for simplicity. After only about 10 minutes, here is the result. Simple and basic, but should get the job done. I even added a quit button. And of course, no idea 1 because idea 1 sucks. And after feeding my pet axolotl, who I originally named Kevin, however, it turns out Kevin was a girl. Anyway, it's time to start working on the first prototype. I'm going to go in chronological order of when I came up with the ideas, so that means idea 2 because, well, you already know why. After sitting around for a few minutes... So yeah, that's the video. There was a lot of editing involved, and I was really happy with how it was turning out, and don't get me wrong, I would have finished it, but I don't know, I kind of lost motivation because I knew that I didn't really want to continue doing that, and I didn't really want to just finish that video. So why? Why did I suddenly go, alright, I want to make a different type of video? Well, I'm sure as you know, YouTubers, they like to experiment a little bit, myself included for sure. I've experimented a lot on this channel, changing things up, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work, and I thought that, you know what? I'm going to have a bit of time off school pretty soon, so I may as well just put my all into a video on devlog. I've seen a lot of devlog videos pop up, you know, in recommendations and whatnot, and I thought that they were really, really cool, and I kind of wanted to do that. And as much as I would like to finish a game, I don't think that I can do it from start to finish in a devlog. It would simply take way too long to make the game, and it would be faster just to make the game in my spare time, I think. And on top of that, I guess my heart wasn't in the game. I said in the video that I was just going to make a game that, you know, was just to finish something. But I very quickly lost motivation to do that because I wasn't really interested in making a game for the sake of making a game. I don't know. But yeah, so that is that, and I apologize for not finishing that video. I want to try and do some different type of videos. I want to try and make videos on iCraft. I desperately want to make videos on iCraft. For a while, I have really wanted to make videos on iCraft, and I've been doing a lot more streams, especially recently, on iCraft, and I want to start making videos on there again. Screw the longer form type videos, I'm just going to try and make regular videos on iCraft. I'm going to try my best, see how it goes, and hopefully I can do something cool on there. Yeah, I think hopefully we can try and make it actually turn out well, because every single other time I've tried to make videos on iCraft, it hasn't worked. I've tried like 3 times and none of them have worked properly. So yeah, I think I'm going to just bite the bullet and just make a video on iCraft, act like, you know, stuff isn't already built. Because sometimes that's what you gotta do, and that's what I've learned over time on YouTube, that stuff changes with time. If there's a small gap in progress, if you keep going, that gap is gonna be very, very minuscule, and it isn't gonna matter that much. Obviously, it's not as good in the beginning of the series, but I don't think it's gonna be that big of an issue. If I don't have videos on the beginning of builds, I don't have videos on the beginning of builds. I think I just am going to try and make videos on it. So where does that leave the single player series? Now that's a very good question. I do want to still do stuff on the single player series. I love the single player series. It's one of my favorite series I've ever done, if not my favorite series I've ever done on this channel. And I'd hate to just throw it all away. So I do want to continue making videos on there they might just be alternating with iCraft videos or occasionally, or I'm not entirely sure. But I think the next video I'm going to make is I'm going to try and make an iCraft video. Anyway, that was a weird announcement. Thank you for 450 subscribers. You know, despite this bizarro thing of trying to experiment and not working out and blah blah blah, you know, my subscribers have still been gaining, and it's really crazy to see that. The fact that the growth is still going even when I, you know, decide to just drop it for a little bit, it's pretty crazy. So yeah, I really appreciate all of the, you know, the growth and the support and stuff. It's unbelievable that it's still going, I'm going to be honest. But anyway, I'm going to, you know, continue to just try and do stuff, and yeah. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. Hopefully I can get some pretty good content out pretty soon. And I don't know where this channel is going to go in the future. I never know this stuff. It just, stuff changes, and yeah, anyway, nothing ever stays the same forever, I guess. That's what we can take away from this. So yeah, I'm going to be experimenting a little bit, but I'm going to be uploading again, hopefully pretty consistently again. But yeah, thanks for watching this video, and God, I even forgot my own outro. This is sad. That just about does it for this video, that's right. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, please consider liking, subscribe, whatever. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.